Hello, I just want to give you some words of encouragement today. Um, During this pandemic, it's an election year, and we've all gotten very weary of wearing masks in public and doing the social distancing thing and listening to all the negative things on the TV and all these things. We've gotten very tired and weary, and some of us have faced burnout. So the scripture tells us to not be weary in well doing, but in due season we'll reap a harvest of blessings if we faint not. When they say faint not, it means don't get overwhelmed with everything. Don't give up. Don't just throw in the towel and say, well, that's the way it is, and we just got to live with it, and you just give up and quit doing good for others, quit being an inspiration to others, and just quit being weary in well doing, because in due season we will reap a harvest of blessings. We got to be an example and a light to people, and whether you're a student, a professor, or just a regular person, we still have a job to do to encourage and motivate others to not give up, to not give in to feelings of despair, not to be burnt out. So that's just some of the things I want to talk to you about. 8 signs of burnout. The first one is you're not taking care of your basic needs. By basic needs, I mean you're not eating right, you're not sleeping enough, you're not getting enough rest, you're not even taking care of your personal hygiene needs. I know a lot of people where they're working from home, they spend all day in their pajamas. They don't bother to get dressed and different things like that. They don't make up their bed. They don't do anything like that. And what it does is just kind of gives you just kind of wallow in a feeling of despair, and it doesn't help anything. So what you need to do is establish your routine. Get dressed, put on some clothes. Even every once in a while, put on a little makeup or something like that to help you out a little bit. The second thing is you're hitting that snooze alarm a little bit too much. Well, when you hit the snooze alarm, you say, well, I need about 10 more minutes, 5 more minutes, and it gets to be 5 more minutes and 5 more minutes. Next thing you know, you're rushing around trying to get ready. If you work outside the home, you're trying to get ready for work and everything. And so that's just not a good thing to do. You need to get plenty of rest, at least 6 to 8 hours of sleep. Some people say I can get by on 4, but not continuously. I mean, your body is eventually just going to get tired. The third thing is your to-do list is overwhelming. See, most of us have a list of things we need to do, and it gets overwhelming. So what you need to do is tackle everything one step at a time. Maybe take baby steps. For instance, one of the things that I'm trying to do is declutter and throw away all old bills and old mail and things like that. So I'm taking a little bit each day. And that's the way you have to tackle everything, even assignments. If you're a student, you've got papers due, or you're doing research, just take a little bit at a time and take breaks. Just take the breaks and, walk away from it. When I do a paper, I work on it for a couple of hours, then take a break, then work on it a couple of more hours, take another break, walk away from it in a while. It takes me a couple of days to do something like that. But you're taking a break. That's what you need to do. With that overwhelming list, you take time. You take it one day at a time, sometimes one hour at a time. You take baby steps, and by that time you will be accomplished something. And don't be afraid to ask for help. I mean, don't look at the list as a whole, just look at it as increments and things like that. And like I said, if you need help, ask for it. I mean, that's what people want to do. Your life doesn't motivate you. Are you like the donut man? I'm making the donuts. I'm going to make the donuts. I got back from making the donuts. There was a commercial a while back, and I actually felt like that my life didn't motivate me at all. But the thing to get life to motivate you is to do this. Try to help someone else out. There are pantries and food pantries in different places that need volunteers that could use some help. So reach out and try to help others, and maybe something about that life, something about that will motivate you to do better. And let's see, and you're not having a break. Yeah, most of us, especially the essential workers, they have worked and worked and worked all the way through this and haven't taken the breaks that they need. But sometimes you just might have to take a break, take that day off, take a time. And if you stay at home, you don't have to do anything, or go for a drive, do something, get outside the house, work on a project, get a hobby, read. One of the things that, after I stopped doing papers and research and all that, just the pleasure of reading a book that had nothing to do with academia was good. Read a book, go for a ride, Go take a picnic lunch and sit at a park or something like that. I noticed that recently the state parks are full because people are needing a break from everything. So, anyway, that's one of the things. You get really irritated with people, overly irritated. I mean, the person is going slow in the fast lane and things like that. Yes, you get irritated. I mean, it's normal. But to get overly irritated, that's not a good sign. You just need to kind of relax, chill. You don't have to be there at a certain time. Just relax, take your time. Just relax a little bit. Don't let everything get on your nerves because people are doing the best they can, especially during this. We're living in uncharted territory, so we have to give people a little grace and a little grace and things like that. Okay, and another thing is you're living on autopilot. Well, what you have to do is do something different. Go out to eat if you want to, if you're not afraid to. Go to, oh well, or you could get it curbside. Go to a park and sit and enjoy your lunch, or just go do something different. Try a different hobby. Try something different. Just don't be on autopilot because it's easy to do, especially during this time. You get up, you do the same things each day. So this, just kind of get that in mind. Your thoughts are negative. That's the last one, the eighth one. Your thoughts are negative. You figure we're going to go into gloom and doom. We don't need to think negative. We need to surround ourselves by positive affirmations and read something positive, power of positive thinking. One of my favorite things to read in the mornings is Jesus Calling by Sarah Young. It talks about the relationship that you have with Jesus, and it's important to have a relationship with him. And surround yourself with positive people. Pick up a phone and call somebody you haven't talked to in a long time that that is positive, that's trying to do something. Just don't give up. Don't let this don't get all burnt out. It's easy to do. Sometimes you just have to take time away. Watch a movie. Just some kind of silly movie. I have some movies that I really like to watch, and they're my go-tos when I need to take a break. I like movies where the women, one of my crazy favorite movies is Legally Blonde, which is funny, but it's not true. But sometimes you just need a movie like that. Or there's Spaceballs, and there's other funny movies that you want to watch. But just watching a movie on YouTube, or streaming a movie on Netflix or something like that, just do something entirely different. But like I said, don't give up. Don't be weary in well doing. And you have to depend on your relationship with the Lord as well, because he said that he would never leave you nor forsake you. Just some positive thoughts to keep you out of burnout. Thank you.